For those of you who've been around for a while, y'all know last year was the year of house projects for us, mostly the winter. Last year we put up underpinning around the house, we put on a new front porch. Well, we told y'all that we screwed up on the first side we put up, which was this end wall of the underpinning, because we actually didn't learn what we were doing until we got farther around. And we told y'all we were going to have to redo this. Well, in good Grounds Family Farm fashion, we put it off till the last minute. Don't let the short sleeves trick you. This is the end of December. We have extremely high temperatures that we're having to work in, but then comes the freezing, and we want to protect the pipes under our home. So we're fixing to redo this side and get it where it looks almost as good as the other. I did make a big mistake though. I used up all the pile of gravel that we had to put over the driveway, and so we're going to use something else to get this. So it's not going to match 100%, but it will work, and it'll at least be straight after that. Plus, we caught some trespassers on our other property. We're going to show you a little bit about that. They did a little bit of damage. Not happy about that, but you'll have to stick around to the end to see that. Many of y'all probably recognize where we are, but for those of y'all who don't, we are in our little greenhouse. This is where we start all of our seeds for spring, and as many of y'all know, in order to plan for spring, you've got to start in winter, and that's what brings us to today's sponsor. Inocraft sent us their forced air kerosene heater because, as y'all know, when you're starting seedlings, you need reliable precision heat, and this machine offers it. This is their kerosene heater. It's their 80,000 BTU model, and it will cover areas or heat up areas 2,000 square feet, and it'll run about 8.5 hours on a 5-gallon tank. We're fixing to open this thing up, show you what it is and exactly what all and how we're going to use it. Pretty simple. Inside the box is the heater, the carrying handle, a user manual, and then a little quick start guide which shows the only tool you're going to need is a medium Phillips head screwdriver, which we happen to have right here. So on this model, their 80,000 BTU model, it's got a carrying handle, which means it's super portable, going to be really easy to get around. They have a larger models of 140,000 BTU and also 210,000 BTU, which will have wheels where you can roll them around because they're a little bit bigger unit. So let's get the handle put on real quick. So with 4 simple screws, you got the handle on, super easy to move around. Spin it around because this is the side that all the controls are actually on. Okay, so I'm going to point out a few things about this unit. Here's where you're going to put your fuel in. Like I said, this is a kerosene heater, but it'll also work with diesel. Just keep in mind, if you're going to use diesel, you need to have adequate ventilation for that. And they also have a neat little chart right here to show you the different fuel types and the ambient temperatures it can work in, with kerosene working in the coldest temperatures. They also have a fuel gauge here to let you know how much fuel you have left. The temperature dial here ranges from 23 degrees up to 99 degrees with the on and off switch right here. It also is CSA certified with overheat protection, so you never have to worry about it getting too hot and end up burning something down. It will shut off if it gets to that point. So I'm fixing to turn it on and show you how the digital thermostat works, and then we're going to set it up and actually let it kick on and see how fast we can warm up this little greenhouse. So to turn it on, you've got the switch here. You just flip it there. You wait. You can see right now we're set at 23 degrees. And like I said, we can go all the way up to 99. Also, if you ever have any trouble codes, they're going to pop up here on the digital thermostat as well. You can contact tech support. They can cross-reference those to make sure they get your unit back up and running for you. Now let's get this thing set up and see how fast it can actually warm up our little greenhouse. Okay, so as you can see, it's about 60 degrees here, and everybody knows seeds need it to be warmer than that to start. So we're fixing to crank this thing up, see how fast we can get this place warmed up. I'm just going to set the thermometer right over here. Just turn it on. Let the lights kick on thermostat. We're going to crank this up to about 75. It's firing up. Already feel that heat coming off. It is really nice right here in front of this. Well, you can see the forces coming out. It's actually blowing the leaves on the strawberry plants. They've already started to go dormant because we've had some really cold weather come in. It's a little warmer right now, but we've got to really make sure that we have great temperatures for starting our seeds. As this thing continues to run, you can actually see the heat on the thermometer actually increasing. And like I said, it's not set directly in front of it, it's just up high, but it is literally getting really warm in here quick. Okay, I was going to let it go to 75, but I am starting to sweat in here because this thing puts out a lot of heat. But what I wanted to show you is how it automatically shuts off and on based on the thermostat, which saves you fuel in the long run. You don't have to sit here and babysit it. It will just maintain the temperature you need it to maintain. So like I said before, they have 3 different units available. They've got the 80,000 BTU, the 140,000 BTU, and the 210,000 BTU. So no matter what size your project is or the amount of heat you need to produce, they've got the unit that's going to be reliable and suitable for you. Be sure to check out our link in the description below, shop through their different options, and figure out which unit will suit your needs. So this is the problem we have. We already took off a piece of metal there, but it's not even. It kind of goes in and out because we didn't really think about the time, but we needed to stick gravel on the backside to keep the wind from blowing it. So now we've just caused ourselves more work and have to dig all this out. If you want to see how we did it the right way, we'll try to tag that at the very end so you can go watch it, and then you'll get to see what we did right then that we're having to fix now. So first things first, we're going to have to dig all this dirt out where this metal will kind of flop, and then we're going to take gravel along the back side after we get it even, and after we get the back filled in, we'll fill in the front side, or we may do it simultaneously, but just so that everything is level and up and down and not a wavy mess. But unfortunately, whenever you do something, having to redo it is a lot more work, so we have to dig all this back out again.
Well, and I mean, if you remember back whenever we were doing this initially too, we didn't have a solid plan either for how we were going to keep that from happening in the initial phases. It kind of came a little bit later also. So by that last side, we were really plugging along great. Yeah, whenever we did this, what we did was we just put a trench in and then pulled all the dirt back up against it.
Not thinking about the backside.
Yeah, which that was terrible.
Plus, we also didn't have the screws to
That's right.
put the metal on, so it's kind of doing its own thing too.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pull this out and then see if I can rake it out to get it where it'll move.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to just do a whole lot of crazy stuff and have to redo it. Now some of this I might have to dig out a little on the back side.
Yeah.
But I just don't want to make more work than we actually need.
Hopefully though, with the backside being protected, maybe it won't be quite as messy up under there.
No, I figured it'll be better. Just don't know where all these big rocks came from.
That's what that's the main thing I was wondering about. Because you know we didn't put big rocks back up against it. And true Arkansas fashion, we have green grass in December since it is almost 80 degrees right now.
Yeah, right before Christmas.
Why couldn't we have had yesterday's temps today though? I mean, I just don't get it.
I know, because yesterday was still warm but not hot.
Yeah, but it was cool enough. I mean, we wore sweatshirts all day. But it wasn't cold, except for first thing in the morning. And then it warmed up overnight.
Yeah.
The girls are sad that it's gonna be a warm Christmas, which I'm not really too worried about that, but.
No, me neither. I just wish it wasn't like 60s would have been nice. Almost 80, too hot.
Yeah.
Let me just go up under there and start knocking this out and see if this is going to work.
Do you need something to lay on under there, or?
No.
Okay.
You can just use stain remover on my clothes.
Hey, it works on Abby's, so it'll be fine.
There's not a lot of room.
That was what I was. We need Abby under here now. He had to take off his mic to get up under there so we don't mess up the microphone. But he's going to have to literally slide under some beams under the house. And then I'm going to use my hand to kind of scoop it out, but
okay, next question. Would it be easier just to pull all this metal down, dig this trench out, and re-put it up?
it might save us some work, actually.
Because then we can actually just hammer it out with a pickaxe and be done with it.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to grab me a drill and
Yeah.
Oh, I got the drill. Did you bring those?
Right over there. Yeah.
Okay, we decided that instead of trying to dig this out and fix it, it's going to be easier just to take all this metal off and we'll dig out the trench and redo it. As bad as we hate to.
Yeah, not what we really wanted to do, but I mean, it
was going to take forever the other way.
Yeah, it was kind of.
And this way we can fix it as we go and nobody has to crawl up under there.
Exactly. Those last three already look easier. Those last three already look easier because they already popped themselves out.
Because we dug all that out.
So this is pea gravel, actually. Came from the daycare property. Whenever we upgraded the playground equipment, we used rubber mulch instead of all the pea gravel, the layers and layers that were up there. It's just been sitting in a pile for a couple of years now. So
long time.
Yeah, maybe more than that. And now it finally has a use, so I'm happy about that.
Try to line this up in the same hole that it was in before.
Yeah.
And that should get us where our spacing is good. Okay, now I should be able to see the hole. We'll do this. We'll get the second one up
And then start
filling in behind.
Okay.
You got it.
Coming back to me now.
I just figured that bottom would be easier to do first. So it kind of holds it too.
Definitely dug out enough.
Yeah. Let me just go pour some down that trench. Not enough to fill it, but if I have to crawl back behind there to...
I need some more.
Are you going to be able to tuck enough behind it?
I did last time, so.
I thought we did a trench last time. We did. I poured a pile behind it and we pulled it to it. Remember?
That's right.
I don't know if this pea gravel will work that good though. They may try to fall in the hole.
Okay, this I think is getting there now. Yeah, we're getting there now. Finally.
So like maybe on like this, we'll tuck as much as you can on the front and then we'll come back and pull behind after it's, just to give it a little extra.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and go almost to this end. That's what I did the last time that I was doing this, and it worked fine. Because I stopped a lot sooner this time, and I'm not in love with how it's been acting.
pull that from the back side up?
Yep. Once you get this in, I'll pull from the back. So far, so good here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the piece of tin out, get it ready for when he gets back over here. And we like precision on this, so that's why we measure.
Well,
So we don't just have screws at every random interval.
it's an eyeball measure.
That second piece of tin's tough or something.
Some of them were like that before too.
Mm-hmm. Camera malfunction, and apparently when I got a phone call, it kicked off my camera. So
y'all missed the most exciting part of the whole video.
yeah, I got a tool stuck back there and had to climb up under it. Not fun. Check it now. Thought I saw a mouse under there at first, but it was a spider web in my peripheral. I about screamed. This does get better as it goes along. I've noticed that.
What does?
Like the bowing and stuff. I'm not having to fight it as bad down here as I did down there, but also I've got a different system now too, so. One more in the corners. Maybe a little bit more right there. Or hang on, I can do that and we'll just go. Okay. Let's just hold it better.
Let me go get another bucket.
Gravel ready to pull forward because this one will be a little trickier.
Yeah, you just have to reach through a crack.
Yep, that'll be fine. We got this.
Oh, you better have it. Hang on. I think that's the whole thing.
That's it.
There's just something over the front of it. Couldn't tell at first. And do we have another one in the end of that or not? Is there another hole up there?
No.
Okay. The corner piece will hold it. You need me to get that or are you good?
I'm good. I'm almost there, y'all. I'm tired.
Need me to dump you some?
Yeah. Alright, yeah, I can drag that wherever I need it now. Thank you.
Okay, finally to the corner pieces. Now these, they don't have to be an exact science because we're just lining up to the top edge of the metal, so 30 inches to catch that.
Okay.
And then we'll need this drill and the fatter screws, the short ones.
Short ones are.
And then just kind of line this up with that top edge. And I think I just pushed it out like that.
Yeah, you
Don't
did.
worry about that. You just worry about the top edge right now.
It's like right in here.
Just eyeball it?
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. 1/4 done, except for the gravel.
30 inches. Oh,
We'll also catch it.
huh?
30 will work on this one too.
Yeah.
You got the square too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I did not think to check on that.
Your hand okay?
Yeah.
Get with the proper handwear. Your hands are gonna hurt.
I know, but I think Blizzard got my gloves and ruined them last time he was out and about. And then I forgot to replace them.
I'm done with that.
So, I keep forgetting. But one of those gloves that was all torn up in the middle of the yard, yeah, that was my work glove that I wore last. Well, no, I think I wore winter gloves last time.
Yeah, because it was winter. I mean, it actually felt like winter.
Yeah.
That looks about right.
Mm-hmm. 2 more.
Should just be able to hold that piece at the bottom, I think. Perfect. Okay.
Gravel, gravel. We'll be done.
And then a little bit of rain and that'll settle.
Yep.
And it's actually pretty straight.
Look how much better that looks.
A lot. Like I said, it's going to look a lot better whenever that's all gravel in front of there too.
Yeah. So much straighter.
Okay, so you stuck around, got to see us get this done. Don't forget at the end of the video to check out the other video where we did the rest of it. But now we're going to get into the trespassers and what we found there. And that's the biggest part of this story. Okay, we are dealing with a major problem right now of trespassers. That's right, we came to our daycare property and let me show you what we found. We got here, now mind you, we were just here yesterday. We came today and look at this. It looks like somebody has been spinning donuts out in our parking lot. Now we had that trouble a long time ago once before, but it's a 4-wheeler, but this looks like some pretty big tread or almost like tracks. But what they don't realize is we have cameras all up around this property, so we're fixing to check out the footage, see if we can figure out who it is and what exactly happened so that hopefully we can get it taken care of, because this is a major issue, and the thing is, it just drives me insane that people do not respect other people's property. And yeah, it's just a little bit of gravel and stuff, but it's annoying that now I have to come out here, smooth it back out and fix it so that it doesn't stay rough like that forever. So we're going to go check out the cameras and we'll get to see what actually happened out here, hopefully. So this is what we found on the camera. This is the side camera, which we figured out it was cloudy, so we've got a replacement for it. But we see this truck pulling in, a dump truck with, it looks like asphalt filings or gravel or something like that. So the road across the road from us was paved a while back, and we had some trouble with those people also tearing up our driveway, but luckily they came back and fixed it, so I wasn't sure if it's them or not. And then we see this truck pulling in with a Mini X on the back, and this is when we really get to thinking, okay, is this a contract crew or what is exactly going on with this? It seems like they're pretty familiar with making the turn, and so then I'm like, well, maybe it's part of the old crew that was here before and they had to come back and fix something. Because initially when I saw this, I thought maybe it could be just them putting in a culvert or something, but since I didn't see any trailers with culverts, I was like, no, something else is going on here. So once we saw this, we watched some of this footage, and then we started investigating. So this truck just loops around, starts backing up, and then we see the dump truck cross the road, and the Mini X follows shortly behind it. So that's when I'm like, okay, we're fixing to go out here, go down this road and see if we can find who had a new culvert or some sort of work done on their driveway, and then we can maybe ask them what crew came in and did this. Well, once we went around and did that, we actually noticed a lot of repair work being done on the side of the road. And so that's when we're like, so this is probably either the crew that's just fixing the road, or maybe it's the county working on the road. So we continue to watch, we see them come back, and then this is why the ruts looked so deep. Like I said, initially I thought like a mud tire or something like that, but turns out it was tracks. Look at these big old ruts they left. I mean, you can see the gravel standing up there where they actually made their turn. And if they would have just turned a little easier, they wouldn't have made such a mess. Because, I mean, you can turn a Mini X around without making ruts like that. But clearly they're just inexperienced or didn't care because it wasn't their property. And so here they are. They get it loaded up. And I kind of wonder, the guy that's fixing to come into the view here, it's almost like he's kind of pointing at it, but maybe he's just the way he's walking or something. But it's like they noticed they did something, but instead of taking the time to get off and fix it, he just loads it up. He has to make some adjustments here. So then I'm like, okay, once we figured out that it was repair work done inside, I was like, it's either this contract company or it's the county. So then we start doing some investigating. I actually sent a message to the county on their Facebook page because it was after hours. I saw that they read it, but they didn't respond. And so then I'm like, okay, they're just not going to mess with it. Well, then we decided to drive by the county barn and actually saw this truck and trailer parked out there. So then I knew it was the county. And then a few days later, the county actually replied back and was like, hey, give the county judge a call at this number. He'd like to talk to you about it. And unfortunately, we had to come on our trip, so I haven't had time to do that yet. But hopefully, they're going to make it right. I'm just not really sure what the plan is. But like I said, I may just go out there and fix it and be like, hey, talk to your people and let them know they don't need to be trespassing on people's property. And if they are going to use somebody's private property, it wouldn't be a big deal if they didn't tear it up whenever they did it. But whenever you leave some big ruts like this, it's ridiculous. So that was our deal with our trespassers. Luckily, I think we're going to get taken care of, and hopefully you enjoyed this video, but we'll catch you next time on Grounds Family Farm. Thanks. Bye.